let's do one more step further. I don't know if you guys ready to go. Can you go one more step? You want to take it one more step? Okay. And when you have your substitutions, know that every tonality, you can substitute the dominant for that diminished. So for instance, let me give you an example like, we're going to take the one right here. So we'll take E flat, E half, E. I put the plus minus because that means the plus you start with a whole step. If it's minus, you can start with a half. So that's what that means, okay? So I put E plus minus. If you look, this graph says E minus plus. Okay, so let's do E minus plus. Okay, so we didn't do this one. Okay, so you see it's related. Now this is different. This is the dominant relationships. Okay, so this is B flat 7. Okay, this one. It relates to these dominants. Okay, D flat 7. So once you've worked out the resolutions, you should step over to this page and look at the dominants. Now,